you are balancing a part-time job along with being a full-time student, or you're thinking about trying to take on a part-time job while being a full-time student. Is this going to lead to burnout? What are the actual benefits of doing such? We're going to consider all of that in this video. This is also a Clearly Student Struggles podcast. So if you enjoy, full podcast down below. Hopefully this answers your question on if it makes sense to get or continue with having a part-time job and being a full-time student.
I wish that I did get that balancing thing sooner, and then I was working in my last year in the final semester. So
that's a whole nother kettle of fish there.
That balancing thing.
How was that for you though? Because we both were working our last semesters. Well, obviously my last semester was before yours. But how was that whole thing for you? Like, if school was already hard enough, and this is your last couple of semesters, adding a part-time job, was it part-time or full-time?
Full-time.
You had a full-time job and was going to school full-time?
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't have no social life? No, boy, I didn't hear from you at all.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, like outside of like the regular family and friends, nah. Chat boy.
I tried to like.
And this was while it was still online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The first semester I think was online, and then the second did I go back? In the second semester I had to go back up there.
Right.
So the final semester I did at UE, that's when school had just reopened.
Reopened to face to face.
Yeah. So that experience alone, I don't know. I feel kind of 50-50 about it.
How so?
If you can avoid it, it might be better to avoid it. But experience, you can't be experienced. You cannot be experienced. And the thing with going to school for 3 years without working is that, yes, you will be able to maybe perform better. You're giving yourself a better chance of performing better. But with going to work, you actually doing the practical stuff now.
Yeah.
So you're giving yourself a better chance of actually being successful and getting hired, which is the goal after you anyhow. Getting hired into a job, which everybody always asking for experience, and it's like,
that's the big thing.
If you're not giving me a chance to get the experience, how am I going to get it?
That's the big conundrum.
Right. So it's like, for me, I'm glad I went for that last year, just for the simple fact of I do have a little bit of experience inside of a corporate company, and it's like, well, at least I was able to do that, which I think, it would be an asset when looking for jobs and stuff like that. So I would say, if you can do it, you feel like you can handle it, do it. But if you can't, and that's a very honest conversation you need to have with yourself too, in terms of.
Funny enough, now that you're talking about all this, did you used to like intern in the summer and stuff before this? Or not really.
I think for the year before, I had worked somewhere for the summer as well. But no, I didn't do any like interning.
So no, knowing what you know now.
Do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. No. So like, even if you're 15, 16, I would tell somebody to do that too. Listen, and I can tell you this, and this is a good lead way into what you're doing now. You know what I always think about? I'm 22. I started this business, let me say October last year. So barely 3 months and some, approaching 4. I was always thinking about if I started this when I was 18, and I just started mentoring students who were 2-3 years younger than me. Imagine where I'd be. So if you can't find any work experience, bruh, start a side hustle. The stuff you're going to learn about business and about interacting with customers and stuff can benefit. Yeah, and I can tell you, even if you go into a corporate job, person is going to ask you, wait, how you know all this stuff, and how you know to this and this, and this affects this and this affects that. It's just stuff you learn. Yep. And if it's something that you're actually passionate about, like you, obviously your beauty, self-care, healthcare, me is more like mentoring persons, assisting persons who are lonely journey that I was on. You can get a wealth of knowledge just because if you're passionate about something, you can do the work and you can actually want to learn. I said this before, Google and YouTube are universities of their own. Yeah, like you can learn anything you want there. So do that.
Always used to do that. In terms of the YouTube stuff.
Oh yeah, I used to be telling you what kind of academy from since he was at school. Was your question answered? But let me know in the comments down below, and also add what is your current part-time job as a full-time student. Again, Student Struggles podcast is linked down below. other episodes we did. It's a good listen, or just listen to this current episode. But if you want to watch more content, hey, look, them videos over there don't look too bad at all. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Stay tuned and watch and see.